Hello, this is the Trade Site U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Wednesday, the 28th of November 2018. Here's a look at the ES 5-month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market and futures form. Nothing new here, really. We bounced back to the 10-day EMA, up a couple of points for the day. We'll talk about that in a minute, but we did recover over the last 2 days a bit after coming precariously close. Well, we made a new low for the last 6 months on Friday. Let's go through the major indices on the daily charts, then we'll look at the intraday action, then we'll go from there. So we got crude oil up 45 cents, but that's a blip compared to the decline from 77 down to 54. We're at 52.01 at the close. Gold up $1.30. That's a blip. This thing's been flat for months. S&P cash index gained 8.72, closed just under the 10-day moving average. Nasdaq 100 up 22.70. The SOX gains 2.36, which is nothing there. The biotechs were down actually 11.64. The Russell 2000 lost 13 points and overall doesn't look good or healthy at all. We got the VIX at 19.02. That's up 12 cents. The trend closes at 0.76. That puts the 10-day moving average at 0.96. And let's count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I think the next number to come off is a 1.0, so it doesn't really matter. Nasdaq volume was 2 billion shares. It's still pretty late. We haven't really come back from Thanksgiving yet. Remember, we have 4 solid weeks, or at least 3 plus, of trading here. Christmas is on Tuesday, so we've got everything all the way up until that point, and so usually it should be solid trading, and we just haven't really seen it yet. We had a couple winners today, but nothing major. Advanced decline ratio on the Nasdaq negative 859. More stocks down than up. On the New York negative 675. Google lost 3.65. Apple loses 38 cents. New closing low for the last 6 months on Apple. Netflix up $5.20. Amazon up 9 cents. Tesla loses $2.08. That's fine. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, up 13 cents. Goldman Sachs loses 69 cents, hanging near the lows of the year. The Dow is up, and Facebook loses $1.38. There's not a lot of patterns, though, in the big stocks. That's been the problem right now. Let's take a look at the intraday action here. So this is 5-minute charts. And nope, this will be 5-minute charts. This is 5-minute charts. So there it is. So we gapped down small, went lower after a wiggle, came back up, filled the gap, went lower, blah, 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 did nothing. We were sitting dead flat coming out of lunch, and then we rose a couple of points, which is nothing that matters. Nasdaq side's not that much different. It was really a boring day. Again, we have not yet seen things come back to normal post-Thanksgiving holiday. So we did have a good winner in CELG, and we traded some other winners and losers, but it is what it is. Futures were good. Had a good day there. In terms of economic data on Wednesday, we've got the second look at GDP. For the third quarter, we've got the goods trade balance. We've got preliminary wholesale inventories. Those are all at 8:30 a.m. We've got the new home sales and Richmond Manufacturing Index at 10. Crude oil inventories at 10:30, and then Fed Chair Powell speaks at noon. There's still a lot of data left for the last part of the week, and we're heading into, remember, the problem is Friday is statement closing for November, which isn't as big of a deal, of course. It's not a quarter end or a year end or a 6-month end like next month will be, but it is what it is. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading Wednesday.